to the Quiksilver Pro France final heat of the day, and what a day it's been. We got two goofy foots out in the water. Owen Wright takes on Ryan Callahan, Kaipo along with Peter Mel for the call. And Pete, I love this matchup.
Well, Owen hadn't surfed yet, so at that point, that's what happened, at least in my mind.
I'm sure there's some type of clause in there. Peter Mel, Ryan Callahan opens up right there. Beautiful, like rock and roll lip float. Coming up to this oncoming section, and bang!
Hold on.
And that's the way to start.
Back in town, as they used for their slogan, but he is unleashing on this wave. Into the glare, see him come out of the shadows, up above the lip with a ton of speed, but look at this one. Just lays into it, fins free, disappearing, and comes out. That looks like that Dane Reynolds turn.
Love it.
That we saw at Haleiwa way back when, but that was mental.
Here's another angle. Let's take a look at it.
High risk. That's exactly what the judges want to see. And that's going to give him a ton of momentum. Look at that there. Just lays into it. You talk about difficulty, commitment.
Progression even.
Progression. All those elements ticked right there.
And Owen Wright just up and out, a little misfire for Wright, and a big start for Ryan Callahan. And the chance to sit out there with priority and hopefully, knowing that you have that number, eat away the clock, but he's not going to eat away the clock. Here comes our Cal. Ryan off the bottom, bangs it off the top. A little bit late on that one, no problem. Gets back up in the lip again. Look at this left peel off, Pete. Lip line float, comes around that section one more time. Warbly section, no problem for Ryan Callahan. One more hit on the inside. Can he fit in another
on
one?
Fire!
Fire, fuego, flames.
What's it in French? Let's do this, Kaipo. Last heat of the day. That's exactly what he needed to do.
That was.
I've got you quiet.
You stunned me with your call. Just call this one more time, Pete.
Okay, well, I'm not going to call it. I'm going to say that this is exactly what he needed to do when he gets gifted priority. I mean, and he nailed it shut, too. I mean, look at this. It was a little wobbly a couple turns there, but he kept it together and just hammers it in the end. I mean, that was great. That's exactly, like I said, he needed to do. He's feeling really good right now. He's just gliding across the water.
Our Cal can't touch this. Hammer time right now with the first two scores of this heat. Well, one of his top two, but here's another look at Owen Wright's wave.
And again, we start to see that, once you kind of know that you're in a combo of 16 points, you kind of start to go big. Not the biggest set wave here in this second section lays down for him, but nice first maneuver there, making the fins drift across the top of the lip, but not getting that final section. Yeah. So this number's not going to really probably even get him out of combo. He said he sensed a little bit of stress before that heat.
Right.
I think that at that point, round two, you don't want to have that loss. It just stifles the momentum that you have at all, especially when you're trying to chase down or stay ahead of the fellow competitors, as we see Ryan Callahan, but we did see a wave there by Owen.
Owen Wright, yeah, during that interview, so we're going to wait for that number. Actually try to, do this stuff to Owen Wright. Well, Owen's not going to wait because he knows he's the second in line. Let's see what Owen has for us. Can he match that oncoming section? And he sure does. Beautiful lip glide. Comes around this corner. Big snap for the big man, Owen Wright. That 6'3" frame gets thrown into the lip.
That's just the minimum. Take a look here.
Is this enough?
It feels like it. The beginning stages of this wave, a lot of speed gathering. He's pumping down the line. Beautiful lip line there. Carves down there. Carries a ton of speed in this next section. Layback snap under the critical section a little bit, but it was kind of like he was a little late there. But the final move, solid as can be.
Up on his feet, right behind him, Ryan Callahan, looking like he's shifted into a new gear of confidence, but big throwaway for Callahan. Opportunity for Owen Wright. We'll see what the scores come through for last.
It's a paddle race right now. Paddle race back to the outside. Who's going to get priority? They're both on the inside. This is a two big men with two very long arms. Callahan's outside section. Again, chasing it down. And this is that tide changing. Beautiful carve. And then straight into combination of major moves, but goes down throwaway. So not going to factor in for his top two.
We're getting into wintertime soon where like some snowboarding may be available up in those mountains. Ryan Callahan just taking a look at this. See what our Cal has for us. Bobble right there. So but just throws the tail again. Can he do that again? Sure, why not?
He's got it on lock.
He's on a roll.
Yeah, well, that's not going to go into his top two, I don't think. I mean, that one not quite as critical as what we saw from his 7.83 or 7.93, sorry, earlier. Let's take a look at this last one for Ryan Callahan. Little bobble through this carve here. He got a little stumble, but keeps it together and then sees a very similar section that he saw before and goes for it. Lays into it, big layback gaff slide. He's able to compress as he goes into it. Look at this. He straightens the back leg, then brings it back underneath him. The front leg, I mean, that is core strength right there at its fullest.
I just love the way he gets the tail above his head. He was going at a pretty good pace in the sand right there before the run around. An illustration of the athleticism of the best surfers in the world. Owen Wright is going to swoop into this left. High line to start with. Loading up. What's he got? Big air for O. Lands on the roof. Can he get in front of the whitewater to go complete? Yes, he does. Needs some open face. Floats the whitewater. One big maneuver, but it was impressive.
Only critique?
What?
The fact that he landed on the roof of it and had to kind of paddle back into it. So the flow gets disrupted, but look how high he gets. We're going to watch here, and knowing full well, one big section, but look at this. Way up there, all the way down. Just that hesitation, that ability to get back out to that open face. Even just watching on replay, pretty cool though. You know, I still feel like the judges will give this a pretty good number. Again, looking for something higher than a 6.10.
Love the slow motion.
And just no grab. You see how he widens his stance to gain control of the board in the air. The rotation all the way around.
He was almost down. He was almost downplaying himself, which he was just showing a lot of humility, and that's
good.
An impressive trait.
Very lovable.
Owen Wright is going to have to fly to the sky. Does so, and watch the board for the landing. It's going to be the countdown, and we're going to see our Cal, Ryan Callahan, move on to round number 3. I'm going to call it an upset for the top seed Owen Wright.
I'll back you on the upset.
We're going to be back with the WSL post show. Don't go anywhere.